video, Virgo, to your September 5th through the 11th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. And welcome back, everyone, and welcome all new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Best message, please. Message. Success and growth. Look at that. I'm loving that with the 8 of Wands over here. Talking about speedy success. It could also be a some kind of a message coming through that is going to expand this success and this growth, having this as the 8 of Wands, right? But it's definitely talking about moving up that ladder, my friends, and really feeling the progress at this time. This is a very rapid movement. So really feeling the acceleration within the growth and the success. Okay. You are on the right track, that's for sure. Straight in here. Best message, please. Yeah, it's talking about the success and growth where you might have felt like there was some kind of lack in mindset, feeling worried about the situation, feeling like there's a need to have certain things going on around your life, whether it's work or more money or however it is. But it does feel like there is this mindset where it was like, hoping this really goes the way. And really there it is, the hope and calm and really finding that purpose. Next card coming out, Magician. Ooh, really manifesting this situation, guys. Lots of hopes and prayers and faith going on within this situation. So where you are feeling like you had this lack of, you are now going to start seeing the success within the situation as you're watching things grow around you. Really watching your creation come in like magic. Ooh, it's a magic moment. That magic moment. Okay. Clarify on the situation, please. Yeah, feeling like you were holding back from the situation, indecision. There could have been something that was going on that you did not want to take the risk at that time. You felt like it could have been a bad choice. Maybe you felt like you got into this place because of a bad choice. But it does feel like there's a little hesitation from whatever happened in the past. But you are keeping calm and keeping the faith within the situation, feeling like you are a little disorganized within that situation, feeling a little misaligned. But you do have the Magician coming in that's saying keep that self-confidence going on. You will see the success and growth going on within the situation with the Ace of Wands, having some kind of inspiration coming up. Something is definitely going to catch your attention at this time for some new opportunity, some kind of growth again. Guys, if you are manifesting, be sure to watch those manifestation videos. They will help as much as possible. That's why I put them up. I know they've been helping me, and I've been getting a few messages here and there where it is helping others at least keep the faith, keep the calm, try to keep themselves aligned, right? So, make sure that you are watching those. So you don't have any self-doubt about the situation. There was, don't be so rough on yourself because you are coming into the success and growth. Sometimes we're our worst inner critic, right? Sometimes we criticize ourselves more than anybody can ever criticize us, right? But don't do that. Just have the self-awareness that everything that you're looking for is on an upswing right now as we speak. The success, the growth, the 8 of Wands coming toward you as you're building this ladder towards the top. Wow. Oh my God, and there it is again. Yes, where you felt like there was delays to the 8 of Wands. It's like, I don't know, I'm feeling frustrated. I have all this kind of holding off, waiting. It's going a little slow. It feels like things are not going as fast as I want them to be, but it's almost like the card is saying, don't panic. The 8 of Wands is coming in. This is a card of don't panic. It's coming, right? Don't feel like you're going down the ladder. Sometimes we feel like, are you sure I'm moving up to the top? Because I feel like I'm going slowly down the ladder. No. That's just you not being fully aware of the situation, you're not feeling aligned to what's going on, super aligned within focus, and remember to, the rule of manifestation also, right, in prayer is don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution, right? And it's almost like, yeah, you feel like you're a little overcommitted to the situation, a little lack of balance, a little disorganized, feeling very over emotional about the situation, trying to reprioritize everything, right? But here it is. Get prepared. Be prepared to see this new opportunity coming toward you, because Spirit is like, here it is. This is what you wanted. Really, feeling that you kept the faith, you keep the hope, right? You see the wow, where you feel like the delays of the Pentacles just coming through. Now you're going to start seeing the success, learning from what it is that you needed to learn from. You guys might have been going through some tests and some tribulations. And if so, and you haven't watched that video, make sure that you watch that video. Everything is in the playlist, guys, okay? About tests and tribulations from the universe to get to what we want. Justice, fairness, feeling the truth, feeling like, everything's going to be okay. I have the cause and effect of the law of attraction. I'm feeling like everything's coming to me. You're going to be able to see very clear about what it is that's going on. Everything is going to be illuminated. Everything is going to become clear to you, right? Everything's going to kind of wake up and realize, oh my gosh, this stuff is coming to me very slow, but it is definitely taking a turnaround. So you're definitely going to see this huge turnaround. And actually, a lot of you, it might not even be huge. Like I said earlier, right? Just before I said that, it could be small before it gets big, right? So it could just be the turnaround of just the smallest ladybug to the biggest house, right? But I think that once you really do become aware of the situation, right, that this is turning around little by little, that's when it's going to be like, boom, it's turning into something huge for me, right? Believe and succeed. And everybody's huge can be something different from somebody else's, right? It could just be that I needed this $500 to come my way so I could buy a new washing machine. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever is going on within your life, right? So everybody is a little different from others. And maybe it's just something small that you really need. Maybe it doesn't even have to be huge. Maybe it's huge to you, but it's something very small, right? Just believe and succeed, and everything is coming together. Everything is coming together for you. The universe wants you to have this. The universe wants you to just simply love everything that's going on around your life. Just have your gratitude, be in the moment. Look and see around you what is going on within the situation. And the more that you kind of analyze what's going on around the situation, you're going to be able to see the movement. You're going to be able to see what it is you truly need to see. That this new potential is really happening. This new beginning is really taking off. It's really going, right? It's actually moving. Overcoming challenges. Yeah, it feels like a lot of you had to overcome a lot of challenges to get to this place, right? And it was like, yeah, I ran up that mountain to fall off the mountain, and then I dug my way back up the mountain, Guys, when you get to the mountain, make sure you put your flag there. Hold on tight, right? That wind's coming. Hold on for dear life, right? Don't fall down that mountain again. Yeah, I swear that's how it feels. But yeah, a lot of soul searching and a lot of contemplation going on around you. You have been looking and seeking, right, and the wisdom, using meditation, right, using that inner guidance. There's a lot of inner guidance within you that will show you the way, show you the light, show you what's going on. A lot of your lack is just mindset, right? Make sure that you're leaving that behind. Don't look at the past for the answers. Look towards the future for the answers. The Hermit's always looking in his lantern for the answers. Unless you feel that the past has some piece to why the problem is here, then you may use that stepping stone. That's why we have stepping stones to the past, but never, go backwards, right? You can use the stepping stones from the past because there is some wisdom back there. You could say, you know what, because I do remember doing this piece once before, but it didn't work out. Okay, well, that doesn't mean because that piece didn't work out last time that you shouldn't try again. What you need to do is look at that piece that didn't happen before and say, as the Hermit, where can I fix it? If it had potential, I could probably fix that. Ah, wait, now we're using the past as our wisdom. Absolutely. That's why you have the stepping stones. That's what you learn from the past, because the past had mistakes. The past had horrible things that happened, and we can use them to consciously use them as the stepping stones to our future. Right? It's also because of the consequences of a lot of places you don't want to go either. Well, I don't want to do that again, right? Remember the last time I did something like that. But those would be things that you know have horrible consequences. So you know. So the past holds a lot of good keys, a lot of good lessons. Absolutely. But if it's something that has to do with creativity and earning money and being a little bit of a risk taker, we can look at those things and say, I need to take a risk, but maybe I don't want to do it this way. So I need to contemplate on how I'm going to do this, that it doesn't have the same kind of effect. So we need to work that out. And that's what the past is there for, right? Yeah, because whatever was happening there had some some sorrow, some sorrow, and maybe it had something to do with a divorce, or I don't, if you guys are looking for love, don't look at what happened in your divorce. Look at what the potentials are of what new love can bring. That person is not the same person as the last person. See what I'm saying? We don't want to hold on to things like that. No, those are things we don't want to hold on to. But it's talking about this raw emotion that you've been going through. It's talking about this low energy that you had, this struggle. But you're getting past all of it, right? Because you're looking at different areas within your life. You're looking, you're growing. Oh my gosh, you've grown. Right? You're using this creative new piece, this new feeling, this new shift that's going on around you. A lot of you, I think a lot of you have gone on a spiritual journey. Some kind of transition's going on here, which wouldn't surprise me because a lot of signs are. So, and we do all the time, right? We do all the time. It's not something so like, oh my God, you said that for this sign and that sign. Well, of course, we're humans, we grow, we transition. We go through trials and tribulations. We go through growth and journeys. We seek the truth. We need the knowledge. We need the wisdom. We need the guidance. Right? And then you have those who ignore the call. And you know who those people are. Do not ever ignore the call. It's kind of devastating because it allows them not to grow. And that's why a lot of people end up divorcing. It's because someone wants to ignore their call of growth. Ooh, that's a whole nother story. Oh boy. Yeah, we can get into that. Okay. But yeah, that's where all of a sudden I become a huge tree, a beautiful oak tree, and you're still over there as a stubby little bush. Yeah, we've all met that, right? We've all seen that. People who don't want to change or grow. But you've just become the leader, and you're following your way because you're seeing the bigger picture. You're the visionary. You're visionary, and your visions and the way that you're looking at things. Remember, visions become your future. I'm going to do another manifestation video on that one as well, as I'm learning all these things from this master. It's just the most amazing thing. And I've just like blown away. I've heard some of these things throughout the years, but I don't know. I'm just drawn to it. Ever since I've been going through my journey and my transition for the last 6 months, I've just been really drawn to this understanding. I really just feel like I have to share it. I just do. I can't, there's nothing else I can say about it. I just feel like that's my calling. Like I have to share that. And doing it in tarot is so different, and it's so creative and so cool. I don't know, guys. It just feels like that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm doing it. But the answers are within, and there it is again. There's the lantern. As you were, the hermit holds the lantern, and it's really about that taking that shelter, taking that time out for yourself so that you can dig deep within yourself and really find those answers and the keys, right? It was kind of like a video, or not a video. I was at a conference once when I was little. When I was younger, I was at a concert of, I was at this conference, right? I was at this conference with Linda Goodman, and she was, writing books, and she taking all her books out and everything, and I just thought she was the most amazing thing ever. I didn't really know who she was until I met her. Grandma was trying to explain it to me. But she said the most amazing thing, and I'll never forget, was that when we come to this world, we come with amnesia. So we have to find the keys to open up the truth, the understanding of what we really truly are. Very amazing. And it's actually in that book. I think I own them. I think it's Star. What is it? I can't remember, guys. If I see it, I'll remember. Anyways, it's Star something. I still own the book. She wrote in it and all this stuff. But, yeah, she literally says we come on this earth with amnesia. It's our duties to grow, to remember who we truly are. And who are we? And that's truly what it is. We are soul beings having a human experience. And it's this like, boom, that made so much sense. I was like 14 years old and it made so much sense. It's like, how does it make sense to a 14-year-old? I watched some of the adults were rubbing their heads going, you think? I don't know. And I'm going, it makes sense, and so ever since then, I was just like, boom. But yeah, she's a great gal. Yeah, I've gone to a couple of her sessions as a teenager. She's just really wonderful. God bless her soul. But yeah, guys, that's really what this is all about. Really getting in there, seeking out what it is you want. You guys got this. You got the growth. You have the success, and you know what you're doing. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.